Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Sunday, November 16, 2025. And in the news this evening, Carpenter charged after jewelry and cash reported stolen. A 23-year-old Carpenter from Kingston has been charged with a simple larceny in connection with a break-in and a theft reported in Tavares Gardens last month. The accused, Queen Coley Taylor of Lusaka Path, Kingston 11, was charged after police investigators linked him to the disappearance of several pieces of gold jewelry and $197,000 from a home in the community on Tuesday, October 21. According to the Hunts Bay Police, the complainant had securely locked his home around 1 p.m. before going to bed. He awoke about 3 hours later to find his door tampered with and the valuables missing. A report was made, and the investigators later discovered that the stolen jewelry had been pawned by Taylor. He was taken into custody during a police operation on Saturday, November 15, and subsequently charged. A court date is being finalized. Portland sales rep charged with gun-related offenses. Detectives from the Portland Police Division have charged a 32-year-old sales representative following an incident in Port Antonio last week. Charged is Delroy Porteous of Halls Avenue in Port Antonio. He faces charges of possession of a prohibited weapon and assault at a common law. According to police reports, the incident occurred around 10:23 p.m. on Thursday, November 13, when Porteous allegedly pointed a firearm at a woman and threatened her during an ongoing dispute. The matter was reported, and following investigations, Porteous was arrested and later charged. His court date is being arranged. William Knibb High considering shift system to resume classes after Hurricane Melissa. William Knibb Memorial High School is exploring the introduction of a shift system to resume teaching and learning after Hurricane Melissa caused significant damage to its campus. Principal Lindvern Wright told the news that 7 buildings were damaged, with 6 severely impacted, including the loss of roofs. He said the school's immediate priorities are student safety, restoring essential utilities, and determining a workable path to get the students back into classrooms. We will begin with a shift system to minimize crowding, conserve water, and maximize the usable space we have, Wright explained. The administration is aiming to restart some level of instruction within 2 weeks, depending on the restoration of utilities and the completion of necessary safety checks. A full return to normal operations will only occur once the environment is stable and safe for students and the staff. Wright acknowledged the emotional and psychological toll the disruption has placed on students. He said counseling support, transparent communication, and reassurance are being provided to help families and learners adjust. Parents, guardians, and the wider community will receive regular updates on the recovery efforts, he added, stressing the school's commitment to protecting student well-being while rebuilding infrastructure and restoring academic routines. In his capacity as president of the Jamaica Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, Wright is also coordinating wider sector support. I am working to access and assist other schools, share resources, and organize relief efforts, he said, noting that the collaborative approach is aimed at maintaining continuity of learning across affected institutions. Line workers from Jamaica and abroad mobilize in Montego Bay to restore power, says JPS. Hundreds of line workers from Jamaica, the wider Caribbean, and North America are on the ground in Montego Bay, working intensively to restore electricity to critical facilities and communities across the tourism capital. The Jamaica Public Service provided the update from its Regional Incident Command Center in the city. The company emphasized its awareness of Montego Bay's pivotal role in Jamaica's economy, noting that the city is a major source of employment for residents of Westmoreland, Hanover, Trelawney, and St. Anne. Several essential services have already been re-energized, including key National Water Commission pumping stations, Sangsar International Airport, and the sections of major commercial districts. JPS says it will continue to keep customers informed as restoration efforts progress, following what it describes as the most devastating hurricane Jamaica has ever faced. Christmas is on for St. Mary, says the Puerto Maria mayor. Although still in recovery mode following the impact of Hurricane Melissa on October 28, residents of St. Mary are being encouraged to partake in the planned activities for the upcoming Christmas season. Mayor of Puerto Maria, Councillor Fitzroy Wilson, in an interview with the news following Thursday's sitting of the St. Mary Municipal Corporation in the parish capital, declared that Christmas is on for St. Mary. The objective is to give residents an opportunity to escape the recent stresses by enjoying the holiday festivities. Mayor Wilson reported that all shelters in the parish are now closed and the damage to parochial roads are being addressed, with most thoroughfares cleared. Farming, tourism, and business are among the hardest hit sectors, and the residents are still facing challenges with access to utilities. However, Mayor Wilson said that the spirit of community has been admirable in the aftermath of the devastation. We would have seen the commitment from persons and the camaraderie where everybody comes in and assists each other, he said. He assured the parishioners that although they may be feeling frustrated with the pace of restoration of electricity, the municipal corporation continues to make representation on their behalf. We hope that by December, we will have at least 90% of the parish being restored so that the Christmas lights can go up and the Christmas festivities can take place, the mayor said. Thursday, December 11, was announced as the date for the parish's annual tree lighting ceremony. Mayor Wilson said that the municipal corporation is looking to relax some of its measures for vending in the town of Puerto Maria to accommodate the festive season. Where vending is concerned, although controlled, we will relax some of the areas so persons can come out and earn their livelihood over the period. We're mindful of the difficulty faced by the residents with the devastation from the hurricane, Wilson said. Hurricane Melissa pushes back a timeline for reopening of Bahia Principe Resort, triggering redundancies. Bahia Principe Hotels and Resorts says its Grand Jamaica property will remain closed until December 1, 2026, 1 year longer than planned, after Hurricane Melissa caused extensive damage and slowed the reconstruction, forcing major adjustments to the company's Jamaican operations. The Spanish hotel chain disclosed that recovery across its Runaway Bay complex has been more challenging than expected, with the technical assessments showing the need for extended renovation works at the 850-room beachfront resort. While the Grand Jamaica faces a prolonged shutdown, the company confirmed that its sister property, Bahia Principe Luxury Runaway Bay, is scheduled to reopen on February 1, 2026, marking the first phase of restored operations. An internal memorandum sent to employees on November 15 indicated that the closures will trigger a redundancy exercise affecting staff at both hotels. Bahia Principe said it will work with the service providers to assist employees seeking alternative jobs or counseling, and will continue consultations with the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union to maintain transparency throughout the process. The company noted that even before the hurricane, the Grand Jamaica had been earmarked for a major renovation. However, the destructive force of Hurricane Melissa, which caused severe damage across multiple parishes, has significantly altered the timelines and increased the scale of required work. Bahia Principe said it remains committed to Jamaica and will continue to monitor reconstruction closely, promising that the resort will reopen fully renewed with upgraded facilities and an enhanced guest experience once the project is complete. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.